Let's cut to the present day. Pornography consumed all day long by people. Hardcore pornography, horrible pornography, aggressive pornography. It's reached the point where when teenagers have sex for the first time, they try and strangle each other. Is this it? I thought it was going to be more fun than this. And they call it puppy love. Right, so it's creating problems with couples. I met an eminent sex therapist, right, as part of my latest Sky show, and I was talking to her about the consumption of pornography. She said it's causing big problems with couples, Mick, big problems. She said we're having a major issue with pegging, right? Pegging, right, for those who don't know, is when the female of the species, who is more deadly than the male, right? She puts on a strap-on dildo and she penetrates the man anally. Not annually, that's a completely different thing, right? She pays into it. So the women are seeing it and thinking, I fancy a bit of that. But there's a lot of men who don't want to be pegged. It's creating tension amongst couples, right? So I said to the sex therapist, she's top of her game, she does TED Talks, she knows what she's talking about. I said, right, you've got a couple. The woman wants to peg, the man don't want to be pegged. What's your advice? She said, Michael, I tell him to try it at least once. I said, well, how does this help? So she said, it's good for the man, because the first time in his sexual life, he has to partake in an act that he's not particularly keen on, yet has to show some level of appreciation for. I thought, right, I'm getting it. Right on, sister. I said, but given that the dildo is rubberised and has no sensation, what's really going on here? She said, Michael, this is about control, power, but ultimately, revenge. I said, revenge? She said, yes. I said, revenge for what? She said, I believe this is revenge for the facial, right? So I said, revenge for the facial. So she said, yes. She said, for many, many years, men were happy to ejaculate on the breasts. This was the holy grail. It was called a pearl necklace, right? This was their big aim. She said, but they're not happy now unless the woman ends up looking like a plasterer's radio at the end of the session. You know, she's got to be a current bun in the sun before anyone's had a good time. And women are sick of it. What I'm trying to say, lads, is if at some point in the not too distant future you catch yourself over the kitchen table, farting on a dishcloth, while she tears into you, you sort of brought it on yourself, ain't you, really?